Hello. Hey, everybody. And this is Kimmi, Notary Life with Kimmi, along with Angela and Alexis. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, you guys. This is Angela with AJ Mobile Notary.
Hey everyone, it's Alexis with Mobile Notary Services by Alexis.
Hey, everybody. So tonight we are in celebration mode. Hold on one second. I'll make sure I cut this off. Yes, we are in celebration mode, and welcome to our Facebook users over there. And everybody, we are celebrating. I'm going to sing celebration because if I play the music, then I might get a copyright hit on YouTube and Facebook. So I'll just sing it. Celebrate good times. Come on. So we are celebrating so many things around here, guys. So we are bringing on about, 8 special notaries, 8 special guests tonight. And they're going to come on in sections, groups rather. Better way to say that. So we are celebrating. If you have something you want to celebrate in your notary business, let us know. We will invite you on the stage. And we are just so pumped up. So we got a few things we're going to be celebrating throughout the evening tonight. So we probably go over a little bit. But Angela promised you guys a story from last week. So I'm going to let her start with that. And then we'll work our way into our guest. Our first guest should start appearing around 8:15. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you, guys, so much for this weekend. But I'm going to tell you my story. So the story starts like this. So now that Cameron has joined the notary ranks, we were 5 notaries deep on Friday. Me, Kim, Jeffrey, Kim's husband, Alexis, and Cameron. And so the reason we all were together is because someone in the family needed a notary for some important documents. There was like 4 documents. And so, of course, they had to be a neutral party. So Kim and Jeff could not be involved. So they asked me to be the notary, and I was the notary, and Alexis and Cameron were the witnesses. And so we all driving over there very happy together, talking and laughing. So we get there, and mind you, this notary took way longer than it should have been. And I got a feeling that Kim was like, that's the longest notary I ever been, notary assignment I ever been on.
We were there like almost 45 minutes, y'all. I'm like,
it wasn't my fault. Even though I was the notary, it wasn't my fault. But anyway,
it was almost an hour, Angela. It was almost an hour.
It was an hour.
It was an hour.
It was an hour. Anyway, and we all were like, what in the world?
So anyway, when we got there, the person needed to look over the document. So we was waiting in the lobby stair area, just chit-chatting a little bit. That was like, 15 minutes maybe? Yeah. And so then we proceeded in the back where all the signers were, and, my 2 witnesses came. And so I get the documents. And like a good notary, so since it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that got to sign and fill out the journal, that took another 15 minutes. And so I'm doing all of that. I filled out all the journal, did my little steps. I got all the IDs, 5 IDs, got all the paperwork, looked over all the paperwork. These are the steps I took, look over all the paperwork, filled out my notary journal when I saw that I could, sign everything out. Had my witness, had my party sign my notary journal, had my witness sign my notary journal. But I have to say this, it also went a little bit over because normally as notaries, we don't look at people's documents and and clarify mistakes or fix mistakes. But since this family, we're going to do that because we're going to make sure our family, is right. And so we're doing this.
Hold on. So Angela, yes, she was practicing the unauthorized practice of law. Yes,
but it was family. You can do that with family.
Okay, that ain't in the notary handbook, y'all. But
okay, you guys. That's nothing. I was unauthorized practicing law with a family member, but let me tell you what Miss Kimmi did. So we doing all of this, and I'm filling out all the information. I'm having everybody going around to everybody, having everybody sign, have the witness sign, go have everybody sign, witness sign. And so after I almost finished, Miss Kimberly says, Angela, do you have your embosser? And I'm like, yes, I have my embosser. She's like, oh, do you have any gold seals? And I'm like, oh, no, they're in my car. I left them because I rode over with Alexis and Kim. We were all in the same car. And so she's like, well, do you need some? I'm like, no, I don't need any. I left them in my car. She giving me like papers, layers of gold seals, like as a good notary, like I don't have my materials. That's what I was thinking. So anyway, she gives me these gold seals and I take one. I'm like, she's trying to give it to me. I'm like, I have some in my car. I just need one. And then so she proceeds to tell me how to put the seals on, you guys. Put it on this way. No, do it this way. And then when I did not completely appease her, I tried to. She said, well, let me hold it. Let me do it. She's trying to break the notary law and use my notary seal and stamp to do something she shouldn't be doing. And Lexus is over there cracking up. And I looked at her. What did I say, Alexis? I'm a notary. I know what I'm doing. I'm a great notary. I know what I'm doing. And so as I proceed to go on and put the seals on, so her husband is shaking his head. And so he's the one who says, next she's going to ask you for your notary stamp. I said, she's not getting this notary stamp. So this went on back and forth like 5 minutes. We joking with Kimba. The whole moral of the story is, I'm a great notary. I'm with 2 other great notaries on this stage. Why would she be trying to tell me how to notarize documents? Oh, you guys, wait, this was the killer. When I finished, she said to her husband, Jeffrey, will you check Angela's work? I said, what? I said, I've been, mind you, before that, I'm the one that called out the fact that the 2 names were so much the same that the proper name should be changed on the document because they would be confused as to who would be who.
She did.
I'm the legal secretary, the one that checked the documents and told her she should change that. But she want Jeffrey to check my work. What y'all think about that?
And I actually grabbed the embosser.
Right, I grabbed the back
the embosser from her.
And Angela was having a fit because I was trying to touch her embosser. It was hilarious.
I'm like, the notary law says you don't give nobody your stamp and your embosser. What are you trying to do? So Miss Kimberly was over there micromanaging me.
I was.
Trying to micromanage me.
They was, y'all. They said I must have been feeling myself. I was, y'all. That was
you used to being an expert. That's what that was.
I'm just used to getting in there, just doing it, taking control. And like we said, the signing took an hour. Normally, it don't take that long.
It was 3 signers and 2 witnesses. And you have to realize these were older people, and they was not rushing to sign. Chit chat was going on, so we had to wait for that. But that got me is that. She was trying to be a great, hold on, teacher that she is. She don't need to be teaching me. Not that I know everything and don't make no mistakes. Who said that? Who's the Facebook user that says that? You're right. The other Facebook user said she loves to emboss. Yes, she does love to emboss. She don't need to be teaching me. You guys, I was looking on the documents. Not that I can't be told that I'm wrong, but I was a legal secretary checking over documents for 30 years. I know what I'm doing. Kimberly was just sitting over in the corner. And I said, oh, she ain't doing nothing. She used to handling things. She couldn't take it no more. It had been too long.
Y'all,
it had been too long. Alexis, am I telling the truth?
You telling the truth. We was cracking.
I thought we was going to tussle over the embosser, though.
Right, me too. And I was like, hold up. Wait a minute.
What? Is you trying to do? You trying to break all kinds of notary laws?
Trying to break notary laws.
You guys never try to use somebody else's stamp or embosser to stamp the papers that they are stamping.
Please don't.
Yeah, I was way out of control. I was way out of line. I was way out of everything. I was.
But I straightened her. Don't worry about it. She was straight. She got straight.
Yeah, no doubt. WWAD. What did Angela? What would Angela do, and what did Angela did, y'all? She handled it. So
I had to tell her 3 times. I'm a great notary, and I know what I'm doing.
Oh my goodness! So so that was the story, guys, that happened last week, and it was so funny because we were rolling deep. We were 5 notaries.
We were.
So just a couple more things while we're waiting on our special guest. I'm going to say thank you to everybody in the Facebook, everybody on YouTube. We are so pleased that our Georgia event went so well, guys. I mean, kudos to the team here. Yeah. We worked hours and hours endlessly on that. Whoever was on the last live, they saw Alexis was hanging it with her tongue out like. The last live. Yeah, that last live, Alexis was done.
But so, in Alexis' defense, Alexis did a lot.
Yeah.
Every day she did a lot, and she was a trooper, and she was continuing, not just inside, but outside too. Alexis did a whole lot.
Yeah, she did. So we put a lot into it, and the words that we received, we could not be more pleased, guys. It was our pleasure. And we know that some lives are going to be changed from that event. And again, it was really our pleasure. I also want to thank all of you guys in other states who have been patient with us while we handled that Georgia event. I know you're sick of Georgia songs and sick of us singing everything Georgia, but we really wanted to get our Georgia notaries to come out, and we did. Mm-hmm. So now we're back for everybody. We represent all 50 states, y'all, all 50. Mm-hmm. So I guess let's see. Some of our guests should start arriving in about 5 more minutes. So we wanted to thank everybody for your patience. Mm-hmm. We wanted to thank everybody. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, my nephew's joining the business. He's going to be interviewed later on. We have about we have 8 different notaries we're bringing on tonight. So we are so excited to celebrate with them. If you guys in the audience have anything that you want to celebrate that you're doing in your notary business, if you're coming up on an anniversary or anything you want to talk about that you want to celebrate with your business, that's tonight is all about celebration, because there's been so many negative things being said recently about this notary thing that's driving me crazy. All the YouTubers are saying like they're stopping, and we talked about that a few weeks ago. Everything is dried up. There's no business. That's just not true. I had 5 jobs today. I am so exhausted. My last one was at 7:15.
And I had 2, but they were too big when it made enough to be working all day.
Yeah,
I had an apostille and a regular general notary job.
Yeah, so maybe Alexis, you want to hit a few of the comments right quick before our guests come on?
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Let's see what's going on in the comments right quick.
You put me on the spot. Hold on.
Oh, okay. You can just read a few of them. Let's see.
Oh, DJS says that we was taking too long. Kimmy was like, "Let's go."
Yes. Terry said I was supervisor.
Terry C said, "Kimmy, what will your nephew do next in his business? Will he be doing part-time or full-time?"
He's planning on full-time. He's
going to be interviewed in a minute too.
Yeah, so he's coming on. We'll let him answer that for you. Yep.
And then Audrey Smitherman says the event was so good. You guys were awesome. The notary down south, it was awesome. We had a blast. Thanks for the super warm welcome.
And she came all the way from Florida.
Yes, so sweet.
Yes.
It was so good to meet you. TDD says it was a great time. I enjoyed the venue information. The food was on point. The mac and cheese was bomb.
Alexis also made the macaroni and cheese.
Crystal P says it was so helpful, very much needed. Let's see. Oh, Juju says congratulations to your nephew.
Thank you, Juju. Nice to meet you yesterday. We met so many of you guys. That was the other piece about the event. It was so nice to meet our fellow notaries. They came from 2 hours away. Some were right up the street. We didn't even know it. A lot of people were networking, passing out business cards. I mean, it was more than a meet and greet. That's the title that we called it. But we actually talked about everything related to the Georgia business.
A full notary conference.
Full notary conference. I just called it a meet and greet, but it was not a meet and greet. Meet and greet mean we had some cookies and tea. Everybody got home. No, we were dropping gems yesterday. Hey, Nae Nae, she's going to join us shortly.
And people were so their questions were amazing. Like it was very informative. I was just glad people came with questions. I wanted everybody to walk away feeling like they just were overwhelmed with knowledge almost, or they could get out there and they had a list of things they had to get done. So it was beautiful.
And it helped me to appreciate about the notaries that were there, that they were serious about their business.
Oh yeah.
And left motivated to, quite a few people told me that this has really motivated me to get out there and start moving instead of sitting around. So they were serious about their business. Like Alexis mentioned, everybody had great questions, and it was no games being played. It was gems being dropped, and people were taking notes and really asking great questions about how to boost their business.
Yeah, someone's asking about the classes. We're gonna go over that shortly.
Yes.
They're talking about your mac and cheese, which it was good. Everything was really good. We made everything with love, guys. It's so funny when I cook something around here, and Jeff can tell the difference if I cooked it because I had to cook it and we had nothing else to eat. If I cooked it and put my toenail in it, like they say, or I cooked it with love, So I'm like. He said that I was cooked with love, because sometimes I just slop something together and be like, just eat that.
Yeah, it was.
Cooking is not my forte, guys. I do just enough. I'd rather eat out, but it's just not healthy every day. Hey, Tamika. So Tamika's coming up later too. Notary Needs. What a beautiful thing you did on Instagram. We loved it.
Yeah,
and
that was
so
great.
many of you, so many of you brought us gifts and stuff. We were just
yes, I have.
We were just so touched. Yeah, we really were. I'm gonna start adding people to the stream right quick. So Miss Angel has made it. 1 second. I hope they know we meant 8:15. We're not on fashionably late. Because I see Renata in the audience. You supposed to be on the stage, Renata. You coming? Okay, hold on, guys. We're gonna start bringing people up. Hold on. Stand by. Here we go. Here's Miss Angel.
Hello.
Hey, Angel. How are you?
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm good. How are you?
Is there a slight delay?
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. So we are waiting on let's see, we have 3 more that should be joining us right. Oh, they're on the bottom, guys. I just couldn't see them. My bad. Hey, Ladarra.
Welcome.
Hey, Ladarra. Welcome.
Hey, Kimba.
Hey, Kimba.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, girl.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome, everybody.
So we're going to be...
Okay, go ahead, Angela. I was going to say today we are just celebrating. Oh, they're saying it's a slight... Okay, YouTube is perfect, but Facebook has a delay. So let me just close out my Facebook, guys. So I won't be able to see you on Facebook. I'm sorry, because I keep getting this... what you call it?
I have to say this. Somebody said, please send me the caterer phone number and name. That would be Kim, Angela, and Alexis.
Yes, we did all the food ourselves, guys, with love, So we have our special guests. We don't want to hold them any longer than we have to, and then we don't want to short you guys. So Alexis did have a job, so she had to step away. So it'll be me and Angela holding it down. So Angela, you can go ahead and get started. Welcome to our special guest tonight.
Welcome, you all. Thank you so much for joining us. So we want to celebrate you guys because you're doing amazing things in your notary business. And so we want you to share some things with other fellow notaries so they can also be motivated and encouraged, to do what you're doing. So we're going to start with Renata. And I talked to her a little bit earlier today. Renata, tell us what state you're in and how long you've had your commission.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I got commissioned last year around like January, and I'm in the state of California.
And so how long did it take you to really start your business once you got commissioned?
It actually started maybe like a couple of months, really. I just did a little bit of notary stuff, but I didn't really, and I signed up for Mark Will's loan signing agent class, but I didn't really take advantage of it until this year. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, Saturday was my first day doing a loan signing. It was my first time.
Right. But you've been killing it with the general notary work. So when did you start doing the general notary work after you got your commission? How did that go in the beginning and what happened following it?
In the beginning, I was kind of scared. And I know Kimmi has the book. It's not that complicated, like I told you, Angela, earlier. And it's really true. You know what? That was the great slogan for a book because it made a lot of sense. Because once I got in the swing of things and I took your course to actually know exactly what a jurat was and what an acknowledgement was, it made a lot of sense. Because like when you take the 6, because we had to take a 6-hour class in California to even be a notary, and it just wasn't enough information. It just wasn't making sense. So when I took you guys' class, it dawned on me like, oh, okay, this is what this means. A jurat, the verbiage, the sworn, and the stuff that they say is, so it's like, oh, okay, it make a lot of sense now. So now it's like I gotta understand it. And like I was telling Angela today, I have a notary job I have to do on Thursday, which is a power of attorney, and I was like, thinking that I was undercharging myself, but I guess Angela was like, no, that's fine, that's a cool price that you charge for a power of attorney.
But tell them what you remembered, because in the conversation, you were talking about price. And tell them what you remembered from class that made you know that your price was good.
Because of, let me see, what were we talking about? I guess the witnesses, that part, and the amount of signatures, of course, and the paperwork, and then it's the fact that I'm dealing with something that's so important. So it just made a lot of sense for me to actually charge them a price that I would prefer. So
yeah. And so what gave after the class, what gave you the confidence to move forward? Because you said you was fearful, about moving forward with this business. What made you, after you took the class, what made you be able to move forward and say, I got this?
What made me move forward was, I just got over the fear. And then, once I met a client, it just was like, okay, why am I fearful of these people? Like, there's nobody to fear.
Right.
So, all I'm doing is actually making sure I'm verifying who they really say that they are. And the document looks okay. And, just stamp and, keep it pushing. So
What do you do, Renata, to keep you motivated when the phones may be slowing down? Do you still feel that, oh, this business is for me? What do you do to keep yourself motivated?
Actually, you know what? If I don't have general notary work, I do a lot of inspections too. So
those are fillers.
Yeah, I do a lot of those too, and that's kind of like keeping me busy a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
So just that part or whatever, and I also have my online store that I'm working on. So it's like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So
So what can you tell, the people that are listening, the other notaries that are listening, to encourage them? Because they may say, well, I haven't been getting any phone calls. It's slow. What can you say to them to encourage them to keep moving in this business and that this is a great business?
I would encourage them to, make sure that Google business page looks as important as it should. Kind of post a lot on there. Even like when you're out and about, and you just meet random people, just tell them that you're a notary. And I actually went to like some of the nursing facilities around here, the healthcare places, and gave them my business card. And where I'm at, we have a lot of people that are like in the entertainment industry, so I solicit to them a lot too. So because they need stuff done. So it's endless, the amount of people that you can possibly meet.
Mm-hmm.
And the opportunities. You just got to just stay encouraged. I mean, it's nothing else really to do. You just have to motivate yourself a lot of the times and be around people. Like, look at everybody here. Kimmi she's motivating. Angela's very motivating. And there's a lot of other YouTubers that I watch that are very motivating. Get on Instagram and just follow nothing but notaries on there, because I think a lot of them are very positive too. I haven't came across anybody that was a Debbie Downer. I haven't.
Mm-hmm. So just tell us your one good experience about the Disneyland client.
Oh, the Disneyland client. Oh, the thing about her was that I met her at the Disney lot, and we didn't have nowhere to go, so I did her stuff on the sidewalk at the Disney lot. So and then I gave her my business card. And then the next thing you know, like that was like maybe weeks ago. And then the next thing you know, I got an email saying, hey, blah, 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 blah. Can you come and sign this document for me? I'm in Silver Lake. So I was like, okay, now how does this person find out who I am? Because Silver Lake is kind of far. It's not close by, because my stuff is like in Burbank, North Hollywood. Mm-hmm. So when I get to her home, I'm doing her stuff or whatever. And I asked her, I was like, how did you find out about me? She was like, you did my thing at the Disney lot. I was like, oh, okay. You just used me again. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I thought somebody referred you.
Yeah.
Right.
But she used me for a second time. So, and then I have another client that she keeps coming back to me like 3 or 4 times to get stuff done. So, and she tell other people. So it's just.
So when you give great customer service, when you're likable, we always tell you to be likable, right, and have great customer service. They call you back, and just like when they call you, Renata, she just called you like you were friends. I'm living in Silver Lake. Can you come do this notary?
Right.
So that's what you have to do. Keep it moving. Keep motivated. And so we thank you, Renata, for sharing your experience. And
I want to talk to Renata one before we leave. Renata, I remember in class that I guess the only way to say it is that sometimes things you like to overcomplicate. And we were like going back and forth. I'm like, it's not that complicated.
it was about the pricing and everything, because because you guys like to say you live in California, so it's like you can really charge those people stuff, and I'm like, these people out here, y'all understand how expensive it is out here? These people trying to save coins too. So
is that your business?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, if you guys gonna charge somebody $100+ to do a power of attorney, I might as well too out here. So
yes, and
tell everybody what the person said when you gave them your price.
She was, because at first I was gonna charge her like $80 or something like that, And then like after a while I thought about it. I was like, I'm not gonna charge her 80. So once I told her the price, I was like 110. She was like, okay, that's fine. I can do that. So I was like,
because you had to travel to her too and all of that stuff.
yeah, I gotta travel to her, and it's just, yeah, exactly. And the paperwork is kind of, that's important. So it was just, it's kind of worth it and everything.
And I
Yeah.
have seen your progression.
Yeah.
I have heard you on other YouTube channels. I'm like, you need your own channel, really. And I am just so proud of you. And like I said, having you in the class from California was interesting because, we always joke about our California people. They can charge a lot and they ask a lot out there of our notaries in California.
Yeah,
so we are so proud. How did you find notary educators? I'm just curious.
YouTube. Let me tell you something. I'm addicted to YouTube. Addicted. I can't get enough of it. I fall asleep on YouTube, and I'm in so many different sectors. YouTube, so many different sectors on here, and
right,
and you just get caught up.
Right.
So once I became a notary, I'm like, I'm about to be part of the notary community, so I need to know who everybody is.
You get around, girl. I see you out there. I'm like, look at Nada. Not all things Nada Jane, honey.
So you guys learn from Renata. She's on YouTube. She's looking at everybody. She took what she learned from the notary educators class and put it in her head. It's not that complicated. I just got to go out here and do it. And when she went out there and did it, this is the result. She's killing it out there in California. Got her return clients calling her. She don't even know who they are. And that's just the way it works. It's simple. It's not complicated. You just got to keep pushing and keep moving forward. So Renata, thank you so much for sharing your story. And as always, keep pushing.
Yes, all right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. So we have Kimba. Kimba's from New York. So
yes,
hi,
I am.
Kimba.
Hey.
How are you today, Kimba?
I'm good. How is everyone?
Good. So Kimba, how long have you had your commission? We know you're from New York. How long have you had your commission, and when did you start after you got your commission?
I got my commission October 12th
of
last year.
2021.
Yep.
And so what did you do when you got your commission? Did you start right away?
No, I just looked at it and, just was happy that I had it.
Right.
Then once I got it, I started, researching, different programs that I wanted to do. And I used to watch Kimmi on and off and on. Then I watched a couple of other people, but I don't know. It just felt like her slogan would just kind of just stick in my head like, oh, it's not that complicated. I was like, well, yes, it is. Yes, it is that complicated. And then when I did take the course, I was like, oh, yeah, it's not that complicated.
It's not that complicated.
So how many months was it, Kimba, between the time you got your commission and you took the course?
Maybe a week, because there was a couple of so I signed up for everything you guys had told me to sign up on. I paid my extra little $2.99, what is it, for signing order or something like that. And then things started coming in. And then here I go, I'm texting Kimmi. I said, Kimmi, they keep hitting me up to do some signings. She was like, girl, let me call you. So she called me up on the phone. And we talked. She said, girl, you got to get your money back for paying for my course. She said, you go ahead and you accept something.
Right.
So I wouldn't accept anything. Then I keep hearing her in the back of my mind. And so I accepted something. And then I called her and I was like, okay, Kimmi, I got some. She said, well, you prepare your documents. And when you have some questions, you give me a call. So we text back and forth and we talked and she helped me through it. And ever since then, honey, I done got my wings and I'm flying all over the place.
Right.
Yes,
so
yes,
you got the commission. You said you didn't want to do anything, and you took the course, and you still was a little bit fearful, but you kept hearing the slogan. It's not that complicated. Yeah. You got this. So what is it? What is that thing that made you say, I got to do this? I know you were talking to Kimmi. What is it that made you want to do this, and how did it make you just, like you said, you flying now?
To be real honest with you, it's like I'm already a hustler in a sense. I'm always ready to get out there and get it, right? But I'm gonna be real honest, only person that made me go out there and really start is Kimmi. And I'm just being real honest. It's because I knew she was there for me and I can pick up the phone and text her or whatever. And she was just there for me. And I truly
You are mute, Kimba.
Huh?
We can't hear you.
Sorry, my alarm went off.
Oh,
Yeah, no. So I just knew she was there for me, and she would just kind of guide me through. And now I'm just on my way. And then if I'm filling out a document, I would ask her a question, and she would always say to me, "Well," she said, "Well, what does the document say? What
that's
is it
it.
asking you? And what are you supposed to be doing? Well, are you the signing agent?" And then I would hear these things in my mind.
So
And
you
then
were
I would go on
listening, and you
about
were
my
also
business.
listening in class too, Kimba. You was listening. Those
Yes.
things stuck in you. So tell our.
Kimba, Angela don't know the knockdown drag outs me and you to
She
had.
told me some of them.
Yes, but you know what? She said, I'm being hard on you because I want you to be a good notary. And that's
Right.
what I love about it. So, and like if I have questions now, she's there for me. And I just really truly appreciate it.
Good. So what you gave us a lot. So what can you tell our fellow listening notaries about staying motivated? Keep pushing it, keep grinding.
I just feel like, to be honest, you have to pump yourself up, number one, because you're the only one that needs to get out there and get it and to do it. So you have to really look within yourself. And then other than that, you're out there helping people. And if you're taking the notary educators course, you have your mentors that is there that's going to help you, that will push you along the way, and watch their videos. Heck, even watch my video. I'm out there too. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna let you talk about your channel in a second. I did have a couple things, Angela, really quick for Kimba. So, Miss Kimba, when you would call me on your very first one, I remember, about how many questions did you have on the very first refi you had?
maybe six.
And then the next time, how many?
3.
And then the next time?
Maybe 2 for different things that I've never seen before.
Exactly. So my point being is, every time I would push back for Kimba to do her own research, as she stated, and she is a pro now. I haven't even talked to you in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Kimba got this now. Kimba got it now.
She has it. So I even told her, I said, I'm being hard on you because I want you to be the best notary you can be.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and that's why I push back when people say they need a mentor. Do you need a mentor? Or do you need training? Mm-hmm. So Kimba has been properly trained. She is doing her thing in New York. She does have a YouTube channel. You want to talk about it right quick? I actually follow you and watch you.
Yes, on my YouTube channel, I really do a little bit of everything. I have another business as well, but my notary business, I talk about me being a new notary and the mistakes that I've made, and how I've corrected them, and just trying to help other people that are new, if they're making mistakes, that you too can fix it. And I definitely shout out notary educators, because I want them to come over there and check you guys out, because you guys are the truth.
And what's your channel?
Just Butter. JUSBUTTER. Just Butter.
Just Butter, guys. So go check out Kimba. Kimba, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kimba.
Appreciate you.
We're glad you're winning, girl. We're glad you're winning.
Yeah.
Keep grinding.
Yeah.
So that's New York, California. Now let's come on over to Ohio.
Angel from Ohio. Hi, Angel.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we know you're from Ohio.
Yes.
The state my husband was from. Yay. So how long have you been had your commission, and how long did it take for you to start this business, actually get into it once you got your commission?
I got my commission in October of last year as well. And I was just browsing. I started doing my research on, YouTube, trying to get more comfortable with the fact that I was a notary and I had my commission, because I'm like, okay, how do I use it? I mean, I know the concept, but how do I get out there? So I didn't really start. I don't believe I started that year taking notary clients. I really officially started after I took the notary educators course.
And so after you took the course, what steps did you take to really get out there and get started? And how did the course help you?
Well, the first thing that I really started building on was my Google My Business page. That page really helped. Like, that's where I get a lot of my business from. And, after I took the course, I got more comfortable. I'm like, okay, once you, like you all said, you just have to know the notary block. You don't have to know the document, because there's going to be 1,000,001 different documents. I always remember you all saying that. Like,
so repeat that again, Angel. Say that again.
I know there was going to be like a lot of different documents, and I know that both of you all always said there's always going to be 1,000,001 documents. You don't have to know the document. You just have to pay attention to the notary block. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm a little comfortable with getting out there. I'm still a little nervous, but I'm more comfortable with getting out there because I know as long as I pay attention to that block and know how to fill it out properly, I'm doing my job properly.
Right. Very good. So what keeps you motivated? When you're doing this, if the phone is not ringing. So what are some things you do for your business to keep you motivated?
To keep me, excuse me, personally motivated, I know that I have to, if I want more clients, so I have to go harder. Like, cause I know that I could always be doing more. Like, as far as passing out my business cards, like Kimmy says, passing them out at at nursing homes and title places, places that need your business. So that keeps me motivated, knowing that I could always be doing more.
Good. So I know you're doing some loan signing stuff in Ohio. How's that going?
I haven't really tapped into the loan signing documents yet because I remember Kimmy said that in order to be a good loan signing agent, you need to be a good general notary worker.
I'm
So
getting you
I
mixed
wanted,
up with Kimba. I mean, you're doing a lot of general notary work.
Yes, that's
yeah.
why I wanted
Yeah.
Angel on, because
Yeah,
Angel
because
was
Angel's doing the
knocking it
general
out the
notary
box
work.
with the general notary. Yeah,
So tell us
yeah.
something about that.
Well, I've been doing good, and I've been getting a lot of business off of my Google My Business page. I get calls almost daily. I've had a lot of clients leave me reviews. I think I only have like 10 reviews on Google, but I'll take it because it's better than nothing. And let's see, I just had someone, like, it was the fastest turnaround of a review. I had went out there because his mom is like, she's older, and he wanted me to come out there and do some work. I think it was like something that she was a document that she was selling her home or whatever, and he wanted me to notarize it for her because she's elderly and she's not mobile. And as soon as I left, I think he left me a review. He told me he was going to leave me a review too, and he left me a review like 5 minutes after I pulled off. I was like,
Wow.
that was quick. I know Kim really told me not to just do it on the slide. Don't make it so obvious, like don't be so desperate for the
Yeah.
review. But he told me, like, I'm going to leave you a review, like you did really good. You're very professional. Oh, and he also told me the reason why he chose me. He said he was scrolling on Google, and the reason why he chose me was because my Google My Business page looks so more professional than everyone else.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
You
So
had pictures, you had documents, you had all of that on there.
Mhm.
Yes. And that's why I wanted you here tonight, Angel, because I know for a fact we were talking about your Google page, and when you start popping it, you start putting them pictures out there, you start doing everything. I examined it one night for you. It was like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And I'm here. When Kimba says I'm here, I am here. I mean, I am,
You really are hands-on and really personable. Like, I feel like you're here. I know you're all the way in Georgia, but I feel like I don't know why I feel like you're like right around the corner or something. Like, I feel like
Nice.
yeah, like
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know for a fact though, you did that Google page and you get out there and you do your general notary work, and I am so proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
I'm like, she's just such a sweetie. We just always said that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we knew you were going to be successful, girl. We knew you were going to be killing it. So we're so proud of you.
Thank
Renata and Kimba, you guys are my notary babies. I mean,
Yeah.
I love you guys. I love you all so much.
Well,
And now let's go to thank you so much. Are we good with
we're good. So we're
okay,
now
thank you, honey. We appreciate it so much. Okay.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So now we have Ladarra. Ladarra recently took our class, and Ladarra, you're in Georgia with us. Yay! Yay for everybody. But how long have you had your commission, and what happened shortly after you got your commission? When did you start your business?
And yay, Georgia, right? So I got my commission on exact date, March 11th. That's one of this year, 2022, right? So that's when I got my commissions. I took the one-on-one training, my mom and I, because I'm one part of a two-person team. I took the training with Angela on March 29th.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround. And then first job, April 4th, was a phone call from Angela to my mom, from my mom to me. So yeah, that's how we did our first job. And that, let's be for real, without the training, I would have been completely lost. I would have been going out stamping stuff. I had no idea what I was stamping. And the crazy part about it, I told this on this past weekend, is that You know, general notary work. It's so true what you guys tell us. You have no idea where you're going to end up doing these things. I was at an extended stay, and it was like a little smoke shack in there. My eyes was watering. I couldn't breathe. I had to, because I had my own custom made mask. I had to wash that thing like 3 times just to get all the smoke out of it. But the crazy part, I was extremely confident right after that. And again, that was March 11th, April 4th. You know, it wasn't even a whole month yet, right? I was extremely confident. I did have my mom there as a witness, you know, so there was just a little bit extra person if I needed to rely on them for questions. But also when, you know, when, like I said, it's Saturday, when I walked away with that $75, I was like, for real? So,
and the thing about, like the Ladarra mentioned, him and his mom are a team. They took the course together. And the first time, so they live kind of close to me, actually, Lawrenceville, because I'm right on a 3-way corner. I had a job and I needed a witness. And so I actually called them, and Devonna, his mom, met me in to do the witness. And so I'm saying this to say, we put this in the chat, I mean, in the Facebook group all the time. If we need a witness. She came, she observed what I was doing. When I got back out to the car, she had a couple of questions. I took the time to answer her questions, to show her a few things on the document. And she's told me, she said she was able to take that and use that as they go on their jobs. Because when you are volunteer to be a witness, you're still getting paid. And so, Ladarra, how did the training, how did the jobs that you have from me and Kim, how did all of that help you to be more confident in the notary business?
Oh yeah. I don't know. It's just like it helped because first of all, I know that you guys are there if I need something, right? Because on my end, I do have my Google business page and everything set up. I have not been getting calls just yet. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I've been filling my time with inspections. I'm out there still making money. Right. Don't get it wrong, right? But any job, any referral that I have gotten from Miss Angela or forgotten from Kimmi, I know that they're there, right? We can call, we can text. Like Kimmi said, I may not always be able to answer my phone, but shoot me a text, and she got me. And there was one that I was doing. And I was like, hey, there's this extra line. This is my first time doing this type of document. I snapped a picture and sent it. She's like, oh, you're good. I was like, okay. It was just that extra reassurance that I needed. And that signing took less than 10 minutes. And it was an amazing thing. So yeah, to be honest with you guys, networking here in Georgia with these ladies on stage, that's what jump started my business in the first, because this last week was my first full week of being a notary. And I've had there was not a day I didn't do a job.
And so notice, you know, Ladarra does filler things. He does inspections. He does things to keep his business going, even though if his phone is not ringing. So Ladarra, what words of encouragement or wisdom can you give the fellow listening notaries if their phones are not ringing and they're just starting out and things are slow?
I would say a few things. First of all, don't just sit there, like stay active, stay doing something. My social medias, I have this time now that since I'm not going out getting jobs directly from Google, I have time to spend on my social media, right? And I'm listening, and I'm not only am I listening, I'm listening to what these guys are saying on stage. I'm stalking each one of their Google pages, their Instagrams, and I'm like, okay, how can I apply what they just said to me, right? And so I created posts for that, and I sit down on a Sunday and I schedule the entire month out. Like all my stuff is automated at that point. Another thing I do is Kimmi in her book, if you guys have not gotten it, I got the one specifically for Georgia. She mentions a few other resources, primarily, yes, those right there, that there's a podcast that she mentioned, and I have been listening. Like that's my thing. I keep something notary in my ear, because at this point, I've watched every single video that Kimmi has done from day one up until like every single thing. Like, oh, a new video, 3 minutes, watch. Right. So I'm constantly filling my head with positive stuff surrounding this business, which is keeping me going.
Great. So he's doing another thing is he's being consistent every day, even if you do it for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes. And all of these wonderful, amazing notaries, you all are great. But all of these notaries that we've interviewed at this time, I saw one thing that was similar throughout the whole message that they have is that they took training and that they listened to what the trainer said. And so even though some may have been a little fearful, they kept hearing what we said in class. It's not that complicated. It's the slogan. You can do this. And when they put themselves out and they did it, things started happening. And like Ladarra mentioned, put some filler things in there, do inspections, look at YouTube videos, work on your social media. We had a great social media, who was, I can't remember, person on 2 weeks ago. Tish,
Oh,
Tish was the other one.
Tish and also Sierra.
So listen to what they're saying, listen to what we're saying, and you can be successful just like these ladies and gentlemen that we just had on stage today. So thank you guys.
Well, two more things for Ladarra before we let him go. Ladarra,
Yes.
Based on our conversation we had the other day, because I had an assignment that I wanted to give you, and you were not able to do it. What happened?
So first of all, I want to tell you this. Whenever I see anything in a Facebook group posted by any of these ladies, Alexis is a little bit further, but when I see something, I'm like, I'm on it. I'm always saying, yes, I will be there. You need a witness? I'm there. Right. But the other thing, Kimmi's like, hey, I have a job coming up. She was asking me if I was NNA certified. Right. And I was like, no. I'm like, I heard of that. Like, what is that? I know what NNA is, but like, what is the certification? And then Kimmy's like, well, there's a job I want to give you, but you don't have the certification. So I'm not about to send you out there like that. Right. And that was earlier in the day on Saturday. And I ran out. I did some jobs. I did some inspections. I spent some family time. I made it back home at like 9 p.m. I had dinner. And at about 10 o'clock, I started the 4.5 hour training, the middle package from the NNA. And at 3 in the morning, I passed that test. I showed up Sunday to the event and was like, guess who's certified?
He did.
Yeah. So the best part about that is congratulations again on passing that. Being well-rounded in your business. He does inspections. He does general notary work. Now he's going to do loan signing agent. By the time you do all of that, Ladarra, your business is going to flourish.
You'll stay busy.
And don't forget you need to add apostilles in there. We haven't even touched that yet. So your business will flourish. Also, a couple things from the chat personally for you. People wanted to know, what is your IG?
Oh, my IG, it's Ladarra. No, that's a lie. It's Gen Mobile Notary. Yeah. So it shows my name up there. Gen Mobile Notary.
GNN Mobile Notary.
GINN.
Is it GINN?
Yes.
Oh, yes. GINN Mobile Notary is the IG.
Stands for Get It Notarized Now.
Oh, Get It Notarized Now. I love it. I love it. And then also another question for you was, what podcast were you referring to? Because I don't even recall.
It is, give me 1 second, Notary Income Method by Jennifer Schroeder.
Okay.
I've seen her.
Yeah. So check that out.
It does focus more on the loan signing agents part, but there's still some good and reinforcement of what you teach about general notary as well.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Ladarra.
We thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure to meet you. I know you took the one-on-one with Angela, but I feel like I know you too. So
yeah.
Thank you guys so
amazing.
much.
And they were amazing students. I could tell they were sucking it all in. So
yes, thank you so much. Okay, tell mom we said
hey. Your mom, we said hey.
Will do.
Take care.
Yep.
Okay, so let's bring up our next guest. We have Miss Tamika. Hey, Tamika.
Hello. Hey, Tamika.
How are you? Let me get Cameron. Hey, Cameron. Welcome. And we are missing Miss Nae Nae. Is she here? Let me see. Is it me or is it Nae Nae? So Miss Nashonda, hopefully she'll join us soon. She was our other panelist for this part of the segment here. So we are going to welcome Miss Tamika Gray and Mr. Cameron Wilson. We'll do ladies first. So Tamika, let's talk about how we know each other. Welcome to Notary Educators and Notary Life with Kimmi. I had asked her, would she mind being on YouTube about a month ago, I guess. And I didn't know how I wanted that to go. And then this came up with celebrating. Here's Nae Nae. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Miss Nashonda. Hey. So this came about after we did the Georgia notary thing. We were like, you know what, we're going to celebrate what we did, but let's bring on other notaries too that have been successful. And the ones we had before, we had California, Ohio before you guys. California, Ohio, Georgia, right?
New York and Georgia.
And New York. Yeah, I forgot Kimba just that quick. She's going to kill me. So those were some of our other notaries we just interviewed, and much success and continue to them. So now we're going to bring this group on. Again, we have Miss Tamika Gray, Mrs. Tamika Gray, Cameron Wilson, and Miss Nashonda Burt. Burt, right?
Yes.
Yes, I always say Nae Nae, so I don't know her
Yeah,
legal.
that's who you are to us.
I don't know her court name, her legal name over there. What they say, the government name.
Yeah.
So anyway, welcome. We're gonna start with Tamika. So we'll come back to Tamika. So Tamika, tell the people a little bit about how we know each other.
Yeah, I was in another mentorship group, and through that group, Kimmi was asked to be a guest speaker, and she came on and because she's a beast and just taught us about her general notary work game. And so from that point, I like pinged her after that to get some tips, and just been following her ever since. And I'm just so proud of you guys for this amazing course that you produced. And I'm so happy I was able to make it to the event. It was awesome. It was beyond what I was expecting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate the invite, and I support you guys all the way.
Oh, thank you so much. So
Thank you.
Tamika is not actually one of our students. As she mentioned before, she actually took a mentorship with Leah. If you guys have heard of Boss Up with Leah, she's also here in Georgia. And I love how Tamika is so respectful of not mentioning Leah, but I don't mind because Leah is not the competition. Leah and I are friends. We work together. As Tamika said, Leah invited me to teach over at her class and about general notary work, which is my specialty, along with loan signing. But that particular day, I was invited as a guest over there. So Leah also is here in Georgia, so check her out. Her new channel is called Birth to Business. So that's how Tamika and I know each other. So she's not even a student of ours, but I just love Tamika's vibe. She is killing it out here in these Georgia streets when people are told they cannot make it. And she and I actually are in another group together, Notary Nerds. We meet over there sometimes and talk about things with Miss Monica Wilder. She gives all kind of business tips. So I always tell you guys, the other notary is not the competition. So just back on Leah really quick. Leah often refers work out to myself and Angela because we're all kind of in the same area. And it's been a blessing to know her. Actually, she's been a great semi-mentor for me on the side. I asked her little questions and Leah got my back. So check out Leah's channel if you have not. So Mrs. Mika, tell us about you being a part-time signing agent in Georgia, but making all this full-time money.
Yeah, so I've been a notary, gosh, since 2009, but I had no clue about this side of the business. And actually, I was working at a company and got laid off, but still didn't know, like the whole span. I was laid off for like 8 months, and then it wasn't until I got a new position that I actually learned about the loan signing game. And so that's when I just it was last March actually, where I had, I got certified through the NNA, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I was going to do it. And I just threw myself out there, grabbed whoever I saw first on YouTube and took the course. But then I didn't know anything about, attorney states, and I'm like, what is this attorney state? They didn't say nothing about that in the course. I was like, oh Lord. So I was like, I need to find me somebody from Georgia. So that's when I got on YouTube and started researching a little bit, and that's how I found Leah. And so I kind of, went up on her mentorship program because, Georgia's special.
Yeah, we
and
are.
a little bit different.
Hold on. Yes, we are. I wrote a book about it. Here you go.
There you go. So I had no clue that, nothing. I didn't know anything. So, just, working with her and learning about how to navigate in Georgia, I was just hustling. And I was out. I lived further out. I was in Hiram, Georgia, if anybody knows where that is. It's pretty far out. So, it was a struggle to get even notifications. I wasn't getting anything, and I was willing to drive farther. I was willing to do everything, but I still wasn't getting, I wasn't getting the notifications, but I was still hustling. Whatever I got, I would always follow up. That's key. Mm-hmm. You got to follow up. As soon as whatever notification I was blessed with would come in, I would immediately call them. I would accept and immediately call them and just, tell them I'm available. And that's just kind of how I built up relationships with the different companies. I signed up with, like everybody does, signed up with a million companies. But the main thing was following up. I found that was like the fortune in building yourself and building your business and getting confidence. So, my first signing was horrible. I didn't know what I was doing. It was at a Starbucks. Papers flying everywhere. I'm calling Lee. I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. The man said he almost spilled coffee on the paper. I didn't know what I was doing. But that was, like the first step. You got to put yourself out there. You may think you got to study and do all this stuff. Yeah, that's great, but you're never really going to You're really never going to get it until you just put yourself out there. And, you're bound to make mistakes all the way. Along the way, we all do. But you just got to pick yourself up and know that that was just one thing and keep it moving, And from that point, that's kind of what I did. I just would keep the relationships up. I would follow up with companies every couple of days. I would sign up and then follow up. Or if I took one, I would follow up a couple of days just to make sure my name was always in their ear,
Right.
And so months passed and we sold our house out from Hiram, and I've actually moved closer to the city. I'm in like downtown Decatur area, and since being here, I've been hustling. And like I said, I work full time. I'm not trying to leave my full time job anytime soon because it's pretty flexible. I couldn't ask for a better position for what I do. So I don't have a desire to leave that anytime soon for the notary business because I got other things I want to do. But the notary business is a tool to help me and my husband get into some other things that we want to do. And
Tamika,
it's been a blessing.
let me stop you, Tamika, because that right there is just I love that, because a lot of times people are made to feel guilty because they don't leave their full-time job.
Right.
You don't have to do this full time. Like she said, this is another means to help her reach some of her goals. So don't be made to feel as though you have to do this full time or you're not being successful. I do this part time. Angela does it part time. Alexis does it part time. Now, when we say part time, that doesn't mean that we don't make full time money.
Right.
Okay, so that's the difference. So don't be made to feel like you have to leave your benefits. A lot of people need benefits for different reasons. For you may have a child with special needs. Your spouse may not have them. You may be the only head of your household and you need medical benefits. So don't feel like you have to leave your full-time job. Tamika, I know that you average around 10 plus signings per week. How do you make that happen?
Creative scheduling. That's the only way I can call it. And like I said, I work full time, but I work from home. So my schedule can be pretty flexible some days because if I don't have to physically be on a Zoom where they actually see my face, I can pick up a notification and be out the door. So it's that's been a blessing because I know not everybody has that opportunity to have a flexible position. But that's
Right.
a lot of it's been because of that and because of the area I'm in. Most of the signings, that I get are within, I don't know, 10 miles, 15 miles. So I can be out the door and be back home, with an hour and catch another one later in the day. So, and, I'm willing to work on weekends and Sundays if, not many come up that time during the weekend, but the ones that do, I can take them. And I've just built relationships with, signing agencies and title companies to where they'll call me directly now and ask, because we built such a relationship. It's like, well, I wanted to, reach out to you first to see if you're available. And, I just try to make myself available as much as possible. That's the thing, making yourself available as much as you can. I know it's hard for some people, but they pick up on that. And, then you'll be the first one they call if something pops up in Georgia.
Right. And I did have one other question for you. Do you do mostly direct or do you do mostly signing companies or combination?
It's a mixture. More signing companies, of course, because it's kind of hard to get direct sometimes. I do have like maybe 3 or 4 that are consistent, but most of them are signing companies, signing agencies. But I've building relationships with them too. You're just getting to know those schedulers, and you can just instantly call. When a notification comes up, just instantly call them. And say, this is such and such in Georgia. I saw this came up. I'm in the area. Just wanted to check and see if that was still available. And 9 times out of 10, they don't even expect you to call. So that's one little tip, that I've learned along the way.
I love that initiative. I really do. And I also do 95% signing companies. So I say that because the audience sometimes often hears the only way to make money is to go direct. And that's just not true. Signing companies can feed you very well. Very well. Well, Tamika, we thank you so much for joining us this evening. And it's always a pleasure. And I learn so much from you every week. Again, Tamika is not even one of our students. She is not the competition. Her trainer is not the competition. We all work together. And I'm just so blessed to know her. So, Tamika, if you want to hang out with us, you can. We'll be answering a few questions later if you have to run, because I know you said you had a tight schedule.
Yeah,
Whatever you
I'm
want
gonna
to
listen
do.
in for a little bit, but I will
Yeah.
jump off. Thank you for
Okay.
having me.
Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Okay.
Okay,
We'll move on to our next two guests.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much again for blessing us with
No
your
problem. Thank
presence
you.
tonight. Okay. So let's move over to Miss Nashonda. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Good. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Um, Georgia Peach, um, been a notary since my first commission was in 2002. And originally, the thought process behind that was being a good person, helping to reduce fraud. I was a notary for the neighborhood, church, and family. Had no idea about this side of the business. I wish I did long time ago, but actually, when I renewed my commission last year, I think I was just researching and on online, and I kind of found out about the loan signing part about it, but then researched it again, and I started seeing the you can't do that in Georgia, you can't do that in Georgia, you can't do that in Georgia, and then Kimmy's bright flower popped up and was like, "Yes, you can do it in Georgia," And so I just started watching and watching. It's like, okay, it's something to this, and start doing a little bit more research. And I was like, this is where it is. So I'm so glad to have started in this endeavor. So I'm hoping that this is gonna be the one that's gonna take me into retirement.
Oh yeah, I think it will. I know it will. I already know that for you. I have no doubt about it. So the main reason I wanted you on is because I love what type of student you are. So you didn't actually take our live class. You took my Notarize Like a Pro course. Can you
Mhm.
talk about that a little bit and what your learning style is? And you mentioned yesterday about the 3 hour course for yourself. So
Yeah,
can you tell us about that a little bit?
yeah. So I am a habitual go-getter, I guess you want to call it. So I once I get intrigued by something, I'm falling in head over heels. I want to know everything. And I also want to be trained in, I want to be certified. I want to say I got the paper to do it, even though a lot of times the paper means nothing. It's all about the experience. You have to make mistakes to get experience, to gain wisdom. And so that's my philosophy. And when talking with you and getting introduced to all the courses. And you was like 3 hours. I was like, I ain't got 3 hours to sit. No, I can't do it. 3 hours. I was like, I need to get it now. I need it now. And so I was introduced to the course, paid for the course, and did an all-nighter. And even though it didn't take me that long to go through the material, but it still was at my leisure. It was at my fingertips. I could get up and go to the bathroom and come back. I could rewatch it. I still have access to the material so that when I need to be like, what did Kimmy say about such and such? I can go back and look at it. There are scripts in there that you can download and have at your leisure. So it was great for me to have something that I was able to manage and manipulate when I needed to. So that's why it was such a great course for me. And she runs through everything, starting from the top all the way to the bottom, and you even end with bonuses at the end with videos and links that she has. So it was a good investment, and it's for the learner that needs to be able to do it at 2 o'clock in the morning or do it on their phone while they're driving. Because I basically drive for a living, so um, it was great to have it at my access.
Mhm. That's something we love about you. We joke with you about it too because you are so thorough. Nene don't play, guys. She knows her handbook forward and backwards. If you are in our Facebook group, she will answer questions. Angela and I have a running joke, and Alexis, we always say, give it about 5 minutes. Nene gonna handle it.
Oh my goodness.
So
Oh,
we really appreciate that about you because you're such a
We do.
diligent student. And I like the fact that you're self-taught also because I also was like that. But so we got classes for everybody. Some people like the
mhm.
live, then we have the online, like you yourself took. Now I know you do the business part-time also, and you're very good about networking. You are very diligent about if you can't do it, who in the group can do it. So let's
Yeah.
talk about that. What makes you have that giving spirit to try to help others like that?
That's how I was raised. I was taught as a young child to never hold on to anything so that you can get more of everything.
Oh, can you say that again?
Never hold on to anything so you can get more of everything. So that's how my
Loved it.
dad, yeah, that's how my family raised me. So it's like if you have information, you try to get it out to as many people because you don't never know. You're blessed to be a blessing to somebody else. So because everything is not for me. I know that I can't do everything, but it might be somebody else who can. So that's what you do. You just keep giving it away so that you can keep getting.
You are very, very good about that. We really appreciate that. Now I'm gonna put a little joke on you really quick. Last week, Nae Nae was trying to find somebody to do something. Me and her took a half hour, and then she sent me a note talking about what you say. They found somebody else.
Oh yeah, they found somebody else. I was like, oh
I
yeah.
wanted to wring your neck that day. I was looking, and me and Nae Nae working hard, and she's
Trying to
like,
get, and I was trying to get to Angela. And you know what? I actually was doing this. I was driving and
Oh,
doing that at the same time. And I was like, let me get it out there. Let's get this done. Cause I was trying to get to it, but I was like, I can't do it. I can't. So that was one of them times where I was like, okay, let me see what I can come up with or whatever.
but
And then
no, I love
it
that
got
about you.
there.
I really
Yeah.
do. Nae Nae is a giver in the group.
she is.
If
She
she
wants
knows the
everybody to
answer,
have it.
if she knows the answer, she's going to tell you. If she doesn't know the answer, she's going to go look it up for you and then come in the group and tell you.
Mhm.
So we give you a hard time sometimes, Nae Nae, but we love you and we
Thank you.
appreciate you being a part of Notary Educators.
Mhm.
And I'm just feel so grateful for real that you're a part of our group.
Yeah,
And it was
thank
so
you.
good meeting you yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was.
really
It
was.
was. Yeah, yeah. And I gotta
Yeah.
put a plug in.
Oh, you got the journal.
Girl. So
Thank
I
you.
had a conversation with someone maybe a couple of days before. They asked me, "What do you do about your inspections and your I-9s and stuff like that?" I was like, you know what? I probably need to be trying to make a spreadsheet or figure that out because technically, right now, when I need to reference it, I just go back to my calendar, and then this.
Thank you, girl.
I hope you know last night that's what I was doing all night, filling in these pages. I was going
That's
through.
Oh,
amazing.
Yes, started with my calendar and I took it from my calendar and was putting it in this book. And I was like, this was like God saying because I have bought so many journals and sent them back because it's not what you need. It's too much. It's all over the place, or it's not relevant to us. I've even bought journals that said that they were made for Georgia, and I sent them back. But this
oh,
was
thank you so
this was
much.
so
Well, Nae
perfect.
Nae,
This was
you
perfect.
deserved it. You answered the question.
Yes.
You run with us. You deserved it.
Yeah,
So the
thank you
journal
so
that
much.
Nae Nae is showing is a specialty
Yeah.
notary work journal. And that one consists of all of your specialty work. That would be your I-9 inspections, fingerprinting, apostille. It cover all of that. Because a lot of times people often ask me, that's how the thought came about. They say, well, Kimmy, where do I write my extra stuff that I do that's not actually non-notarial work? And you in your I-9s also, you can put all of that in that particular journal. So it's all on our website, guys, Notary Educators. LLC.com. So check it out. Well, Nae Nae, again, honey, we are so appreciative. Thank you
Thank
for joining
you.
us. She asked me tonight, she said, what am I talk about?
Girl,
Girl,
you know.
Yes.
You girl.
you, Nae Nae, thank you
Yeah,
again. We appreciate it.
no
Okay. If you
problem.
have to
Really
leave, you
do.
can. If you want to hang out and answer a few questions later, totally up to you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
So
you
you
Okay.
so much.
guys,
Thank
All
you.
right.
the journal that Nae Nae have is the journal for specialty work. You can go to notaryeducatorsllc.com to purchase it, or you can go on Amazon and get it there. But it's on notaryeducatorsllc.com. You can find it there.
So last but not least, we have Mr. Cameron Wilson
Cameron!
in the house. Hi, Cameron. We are celebrating YouTube. Before we get to you, Cameron, we got to give a big shout out to Devonna. Alexis, tell us about Devonna right quick. She told you that she received her NNA certification. Yes.
Yeah. She told me she received it finally. So, I mean, look, everybody's taking steps, that next step in your business. And I mean, some people you might not want to, but I am so proud of people who are saying, oh, they're putting it off, oh, I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. And she got it. So she's NNA certified now. So
And I'm
Yes.
so proud of
Congratulations.
Devonna. That's Ladarra's mom, you guys, that was on earlier.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Devonna they took the course together.
Okay.
And they started their team now. They started their business together. If one can't do it, the other can do it. So I'm so proud of them because they took the course and like he said, they listened to the training and they just said, I'm gonna do this. And so together they are doing it. So you guys, kudos for them. And so he said he took the NNA certification because Kim said something and he went and took it. And so now a week later, Devonna took it. So kudos to you guys. You're moving with your business, making it work.
Yes, very good. And then they were asking, what was that journal that Nae Nae had? That's our specialty journal. And again, that's for all of your non-notarial specialty work. And at the end of this, right quick, I'll run through what some of that specialty work will consist of again, okay? And I think Angela's grabbing her copy. Yeah, Angela has it. She has the purple. So it comes in purple, gray, black, and pink. Of course, I know I had to have a pink one.
And we got to give some away at the meet and greet this weekend.
Yes, we gave away some yesterday. So they're on our website also. Everything we ever talk about, guys, is at notaryeducatorsllc.com. So let's move on to our other special guest, Mr. Cameron Wilson. Welcome, Cameron. How are you?
Cameron.
Hey, Cam.
Well,
hey, Cameron.
We are so excited to have you with us. So everyone's going crazy about your video that we released today. So what happened to you today that we're celebrating?
Well, today I received my commission and
woo, Cameron. He's now certified notary.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I said.
Cameron said he got the proof.
He got the paper.
Yeah.
That's
especially
amazing.
With that thumbnail.
Cameron said, I don't like the thumbnail that I use, but I told him those kind of thumbnails actually sell very well. People like to see you in your authentic self. Oh, they're saying kudos, Cameron. Kudos.
Yeah.
Thank you for buying it. Journal, Angela. So, and Renata saying it was an awesome video. Everybody's going, they saying congrats, Cameron.
Yeah.
Much love.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I saw
Cameron, tell us what made you want to be a notary.
What made me want to be a notary was, watching y'all, I don't know it, but I tune in from time to time to your live streams. I just don't comment. Like I said in the video, I'm a bit of a shy type. I'm probably camera shy right now. It's just my nature. But watching you grow your business since 2019. I remember when I was still living down here in Georgia before I moved, you was working on your business. When I came back, you was doing really well for yourself. You had advertisements, you had your YouTube channel, you had your shirts, you had your book, and yesterday from the meet and greet was really something, like everyone showed up because I don't know if anyone knows, but I was the one sitting down collecting names and, me looking through the list, everyone showed up, and it's just a bit of a shock factor, how much you could achieve with this business and what you could really do with this business.
You're breaking my heart, Cameron. I'm trying not to cry.
But yeah, it's really something, and it really really encouraged me because in the video, like I said, I wanted to have a business of my own. I always wanted to I was always aspiring to be like an entrepreneur, any shape, way, or form. And with notary, I never knew that you can make this much money in a little time frame. Because when I was in West Virginia, I used to work in construction and I worked at McDonald's, but both of those jobs were very hard. So so one day working at McDonald's, I'll make $72, and one day working at construction, I will make $88. So I made, me and Kimmi, I made almost $100 today just by being a witness. So that's almost a full day's worth of work.
How long did it take you to make that, Cameron? How long did it take you to make that $100?
Not long.
Each job was maybe 10 minutes, not even
10 minutes, 30 minutes worth of work, almost $100. So that's really something, and that really just speaks to the character and volume of this business model. So it's just really something, and I really want to invest my time in it. I also saw a comment in the live earlier talking about if I was going to be part-time or full-time. I'm really focused on being full-time, but I don't want to overwork myself. I want to do a few jobs each day, see how it go. It's all about, for me, I want to just be consistent with it. I don't want to just say something and just not be consistent with it. You know what I mean? I want to, I'm kind of driven and determined to, chase this money, chase the dollar, so I want to see how it rocks, how it rolls, how everything goes.
Cameron, I am so proud of you.
We
It
are
is
proud
so
of
funny.
you.
People talk about generational wealth, and oftentimes they were talking about money, but little did I know my example that I set was touching you in such a way. And Cameron, like he mentioned before, had moved to West Virginia for a moment, and my sister, his mom, would tell me, "Your sister's everywhere," and it would touch me. So to hear that, how much I touched you at a far, actually, because you weren't even in the same state.
He was watching you though.
Yeah, you were watching, and our example. This is just for everyone out there. Your example speaks volumes. And I am actually watery-eyed over here, Cameron, and I'm so proud of you. And anything I can do to help you, I got you. It's funny because he and I were talking earlier. I said, "Do you want me to train you or Angela?" Because I told him I'm gonna be hard on him, and I already have, right, Cameron? Yeah. I push back. Cameron called me and say, "Auntie, what is such and such?" What I do, Cameron?
You kind of was kind of short with me, like you got to figure out on your own. got the cold shoulder, so
oh no! Read your handbook, Cameron.
Really?
But that's why I do that though, because I want you to be a great notary. So I always push back, and I do that with every notary that comes through Notary Educators. I want you to know it for yourself. Mm-hmm. Not that I told you, Angela told you, or Alexis told you. Well, Cameron, it has been my pleasure to walk this journey with you. We look so forward to seeing you in the future and the many, many things that you're going to do. Hopefully, this is inspiring other young people to start at an early age to have your own business. He's 18 years old, if I may. I meant to ask you, was it okay to disclose your age? But imagine this young 18-year-old man starting off his business and where it's going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Too? Yes, please.
So, you all know now, but Kimmi's my aunt, and then Cameron's my first cousin. He's my other aunt's son. And out of the grandchildren, it's 7 of us. And Cameron is the youngest out of the 7. And I'm 8 years older than him, I believe. So, I don't know, I remember him being a baby. So the fact that he's here at this point, I just wish Grandma and Granddad could see this.
Oh, I cannot, Alexis.
I had to say it. I just wish Grandma and Granddad could see this. It's really beautiful. It really is. It really is. But I'm so happy for you. And I told you yesterday, I kept telling you, I was like, make sure you contact me. Make sure you reach out to me. We got you, okay?
So y'all, Cameron was supposed to get this on Friday when Kimmi was trying to take my notary stamp and my embosser. She was supposed to do I just had to bring that out. Cameron saw the whole thing too. He was there.
I needed you to say that, Angela, to distract me.
I know. That's why I said it.
Oh my
Cameron
God.
had his information all in hand, ready to go when Kimberly's trying to take over stuff. But
that's so funny. Yeah, yeah, that's true. What they both are saying, and Angela's right. Cameron saw the whole thing, and Alexis is right. My parents would be so proud.
And your grandmother would be your biggest cheerleader, boy.
Yeah,
she was.
Yeah,
she was my cheerleader too, y'all.
And to know that we're all working together, I mean, that's what family legacy is when people talk about, again, generational wealth and building something together, each one teach one. So I am so proud to have you both in my family.
Oh.
So welcome to the team, Cameron. We're so excited. We're so excited.
Glad to be a part of it. Yeah.
Now we got 2 men, Kimmi. We got 2 men on the team.
Right.
Okay.
We're gonna have to do a men's show one day.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Jeff to come on as a special guest, y'all.
That ain't gonna happen, y'all.
We're gonna
She keeps saying that.
We gotta have hope.
She keeps saying that.
we're gonna pray we can get him one day. So again, I hate to pull out the waterworks, guys, but that was kind of emotional. So, Cameron, if you want to hang out with us for a second, you can. We're just gonna talk about a few things that we have going on over here at Notary Educators. So again, guys, we are celebrating all of the notaries that were here tonight. We want each of you to win in your business. So guess what we're doing? And I'm going to put this on all social media tomorrow across all platforms. So I have 4 online courses. The first one is the one Nae Nae mentioned, and Notarize Like a Pro, where it teaches you actually how to notarize documents. Most people just need a little help with notarizing the documents, right? So, excuse me. So that course is Notarize Like a Pro. I have my second online course, which will teach you how to build your notary business from beginning to end. Do you need a business checking account? Do you need errors and omission insurance? It covers everything you need to build your business. So that's course number 2. Number 3 is if you are listening to me and you are in any state except California and not completing the I-9, that should be part of your business plan. That's a course. The 4th course I have is the ink fingerprinting, and that's online also. Teach you how to roll right online, guys. It's not that complicated. How to fill out the forms. All of these forms need to be taken and completed correctly, because if not, it can cost people their jobs or their immigration papers, all kind of stuff, right? So what we're doing from now till Saturday night, if you can hear this on the replay, wherever you are, coupon code NOTARY, all 4 online courses. Excuse me. I got all choked up, y'all. All 4 online courses are half off, literally half off. $24.50 for each course. $24.50. Coupon code is NOTARY. We are celebrating. We want everybody to win, and this is going on till Saturday night, midnight. Coupon
Online
code
courses.
NOTARY.
Online courses.
Yep, on the online courses only. Visit us at Notary Educators. LLC.com. You can see all of them. $24.50. You can learn how to fingerprint. $24.50. You can learn how to complete the I-9 like a pro. $24.50. You can learn how to build your business account your notary business from A to Z. So check out all 4, okay? All 4. $24.50. And the coupon code again is notary. 2 more things I got, and I'm gonna let Angela and Alexis take us home with our weekend classes coming up. Don't forget the orange book is for Georgia. Start your notary business in the state of Georgia. That's the orange book, and the gray book is for everybody else. Start your notary business, okay? So don't forget those. Also on the same website, Notary Educators, you can find all the information we're talking about tonight. Alexis and Angela, did you want to add anything? And maybe we'll take a few from the chat.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alexis.
I just wanted to say, I hope that everybody that you saw, it was so many people, first of all. That just shows you that we're not making this up. It's a real thing. It's real people getting real money out here. And I hope it was just some type of encouragement and some fire under you, because we all need it. I know I do every now and then. So hearing their stories, and then especially yesterday, meeting everyone and them sharing their journey, it was very much so encouraging. And Ladarra and his mom, special shout out to you all, because I told him yesterday, the fact that he got that course done, and he was up to like 3 a.m. getting that course done, that just shows you the determination that he has. So we all need that. Was encouraging for me. I need that determination, because I was at 4-hour course. I was like, wow. But yeah, it's just really amazing, and I just wish everybody success on their journey.
Yeah, that is amazing. So Renata was on earlier. Her aunt Bessie Farmer is on listening to us tonight, and she convinced her aunt to become a notary. So Bessie Farmer, congratulations on you becoming a notary. Let Renata teach you some things and take our class, and you're gonna be great.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we thank everybody. Cameron, anything you wanted to end with?
This one person, the class that Ladarra and Devonna took was the Notary Basics A to Z class. Somebody asked me in the chat.
Oh, sure. And then all things Nata Jean mentioned about about some of those additional side incomes I was going to mention. Apostilles, fingerprinting, inspection, process serving, and completing the I-9 form. You also have wedding officiant that you can add to your notary resume. There's so many ways that you can build this as a full-time business. Okay. Anything else in the chat right quick?
And people are saying they were happy to meet us in person. So we were especially happy to meet you guys in person. Thanks for your support. You guys were amazing. As Alexis mentioned in the beginning, you asked amazing questions. You really made the event successful. So we really appreciate you guys being there. So thank you so much.
There's one question maybe Alexis can answer. Someone says, is anyone doing this part-time then turn full-time? Alexis?
Yeah, I did see that. I'm glad you brought that back up. Yeah, so like I always tell you all, I got forced into full-time. But really, honestly, I was doing this part-time for the longest. I never planned on going full-time. Never really. I always was very much fine with my job. I worked 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts. So I had a lot of free time to do this part-time. But when I was forced into it full-time. But like we were saying in the beginning, either way it goes, you can still have a successful business, part-time or full-time.
And I definitely do it part-time.
Yes, I'm part-time, and Cameron and McGinn mentioned he was going to do it full-time. Angela also said in the chat that they did a Wheel for Heroes event with young attorneys, and it was a good way to network, and they did it for military, police, and firefighters. Way to go. Way to go.
And let me clarify too, because when y'all just said that, it reminded me. When I say full-time, I mean this is like my only income. Right. As far as time-wise, I'm not putting in 40 hours because I don't need to. I make, you make good money doing jobs. I don't have to do 40 hours a week, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do it part-time too. But I make full-time money like Kimmi always.
Exactly.
And then go ahead, Angela.
No, I was going to say TDD said that with there being so many notary platforms out there to join, it's your spirit that draw me into the three of you. I'm so glad to have met you guys yesterday. Yes, we're happy. We're happy to meet you guys too.
Thank you.
Yes. And Lynette says, Cameron, congratulations on passing your test. You go, boy. You'll be successful just like your Aunt Kim. And then Angela says, having to unlearn the attorneys taught me in learning proper process. Yeah. So sometimes you do have to reset because, we want to do things our way or we learned it from someone else. For whoever that is in Chicago, we teach all 50 states. Hey, Bridget, welcome. We teach all 50 states. So if you would like us to find out where you are in your notary journey, fill out a contact us card over at notaryeducatorsllc.com, and we will give you a phone call to find out what your next step should be. We'd love to help people. Let's do a couple more here, and then we'll wrap up because I know we've already gone over. So let's see, Ladarra. Actually, it's Ladarra. Let's see. You mentioned, they talked about the podcast. Let's see. Angela's working on getting her business license. Congratulations on that. We got Ladarra's IG. And let's see, make sure we hit everything. Shouts out for this weekend. Thank you guys so much for that. We really, really appreciate it. Baptism by fire. Yes. Like Tamika was saying, you just got to get out there and do it.
Yeah.
You have to. And everybody does have a different learning style. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. All right, guys. Look like we have hit all the comments. I just wanted to make sure. Let me just make sure we're not missing anything. When these ladies show up, when these ladies ask you show up, it's because they have given so much of themselves to help us be successful. And that's true. We gladly do it. We don't look for kudos, but we are very appreciative. It always comes back when you do the right thing. Like somebody was saying earlier, Nae Nae. It's going to come back. So you don't know how it's going to come back, but it does. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all real quick. The reason I actually even wrote my first book, this one, the reason I wrote this book, guys, right here, is because a notary called me and she wanted to find out what her next steps was in her business. So she's calling me for tips and stuff, right? So we talked for about 20 minutes. And at the end, she says, oh, yeah, I'm a freelance writer. And I said, oh, you write? Because I had been thinking about the book, but I had no way how to execute. So this particular notary, matter of fact, we'll give Pam a shout out. Matter of fact, she has a channel. Check out Pam Pender. And her channel is Trust in Your Process. So Pam is actually in the process of moving to a mobile home. I think she just moved in it last week. So she kind of documents her journey living in a mobile home. So check her out. Trust in Your Process is her channel. Anyway, Pam and I were talking, and like I said, she told me at the end of the conversation, and I said, so you write books? And she said, yeah. She said, I can help you with one. And I was like, really? And I was telling her about it. She said, yeah, you can do an ebook, and you can do this, and you can do that. And before I knew it, guys, literally from that conversation, 3 weeks later, we were under contract, she and I. She helped me write this book. And I'm so appreciative. I would not have a book if it was not for her. I say that to say this. I do those 20-minute sessions. Angela, Alexis do 20-minute phone calls, 15-minute what we call intake calls, just to see where you are in your business. I cannot tell you the number of times that I'm talking to a notary that calls me about something, and then I end up getting something from it. Another one in Florida, I can't think of her name, guys, but another notary in Florida called me one day. Kimmi, I need some help with my business ABC. And she says, I talked to her, whatever, and then she tells me at the end she does apostille. I had already been learning about it, but I was like, no, it's too much. I'm afraid. You guys know my videos about that, right? I was like, I'm not doing that. And then anyway, after I was talking to her, she was like, Kimmi, why aren't you doing them? And she motivated me. So after that, I really got gun-ho about doing apostille. So my point being is, as we have these calls with people, we're also learning things. Mm-hmm. My business is growing because of something someone else told me. So not only because of Pam do I have one book, but now because she helped me inspire this one, I was able to write the second one. So blessings all around. When you give, you get. So and
if I could just say, Kim, I'm almost finished with my book on how to do an apostille.
Very good. So Angela is working on that, and we are so excited to roll that out hopefully soon, guys. Angela will be working on rolling out the apostille process, and I think you're also going to do a live training too, right?
Yep.
So live plus the book. So we are so excited for Angela to present that. Alexis is also working on some things behind the scenes over there. So we are doing some things here at Notary Educators. It's our pleasure to have all of you guys on the journey with us. Let's see. I think that's going to be it. Let's see these last couple from Notary. Oh, you handled it already, Alexis?
Yes, I'm messaging
okay. That. Very good. So that's it for us tonight, guys. I'm going to say thank you so much for riding this journey with us. If you have not signed up, our other thing we're celebrating tonight, yay, is our Facebook group, Notary Educators, guys. We are at over 200. We just started the Facebook group May 1st.
Yeah.
May 1st. It's 16 days later. We're almost 250 strong over there. Mm-hmm. So we're dropping the same gems over here over on Facebook. So we are so grateful for our Facebook users and for joining us, also being a part of the Notary Educators. Well, that's all I got. I'm gonna say thank you again. I am Kimmi. I'll let Angela and Alexis say their goodbyes.
And I'm Angela from AJ Mobile Notary. And you guys, I'm not just saying this, but we love you guys. We love Monday Mentorship. We love you guys in our Facebook group. We're doing things for you, but you don't know what you're doing for us. So we could not be doing this without you guys. So we really appreciate you guys. So until next time, see ya.
Yes, and I don't even know what to say. I'm really speechless, but I really want to say thank you all. The support yesterday was amazing. The support you all give us on Facebook and on YouTube every Monday, and the love you show Kimmi is just really beautiful. And just remember too that just take every step little by little. And you will make it'll come together, and you'll get the bigger picture eventually. That's kind of the vibe I got from tonight was just take your time and be thorough, like Ladarra. Be thorough. If you have to stay up to 3 a.m. to do something, stay up to 3 a.m. because it'll pay off in the end. Okay, it will.
And as you can see, it doesn't matter what state. All states were represented. Not all states, but quite a few states were represented.
Yes, quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few states were represented.
I gotta say what Celeste said. This isn't notary related, but that macaroni and cheese was delicious. The event was awesome.
Yes,
it was. Made the macaroni and cheese, everybody.
It was.
Remember, we do have classes coming up this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. So yeah, you want to talk about that really quick, Alexis?
Yeah, so this weekend, well, Angela's Saturday. If you all need to take that notary basics class, please sign up, notaryeducatorsllc.com. It's from, you are doing it from 1 to 4, 3 hours live via Zoom, amazing class. Even if you need a refresher or anything like that, a lot of great information. All states are welcome. They do a very great job. Kimmi and Angela teaches that. They do a very great job at any little things that your state might need. They will make sure that you get that information. So if you need notary basics class, please, please, please sign up. Amazing, amazing. And it'll get you going to get that notary basics down. And then once you do have that down, the next step will be loan signing. We have our loan signing class coming up Sunday. Same thing, 1 to 4, 3 hours live via Zoom. It takes you literally like a real world signing. We take you through from beginning to end what that looks like, the process. Once you walk away, you will be feeling very much motivated and confident that you can get out there and start doing signings. Because it's like Kimmi always says, it's not that complicated.
Yep. And don't forget, all classes are on sale until Saturday night, midnight. 50% off. Coupon
Online
code
classes.
Notary.
Yeah,
all the online courses, which is 4 of them, that will definitely grow your business. It's like you and I sitting in the room talking it up, okay? So, guys, again, on behalf of Notary Educators and Notary Life with Kimmi, we love each and every one of you. And thank you so much. And I'm going to go because the waterworks are coming again. Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Guys. Thank you.
Have a good night and a good week.
Congratulations to everybody. Celebrate good times.
Come on.
Bye, guys.
Bye.